Hello everyone, it is I, the other masked man, here with my little Gunpla Gundam here on the side. I need to build some more of those. I should do that. But I'm here today with my 5 predictions for Master League. A lot of people have already put out some strategy videos and everything like that, and I'm here to tell you I'll probably do that within a day or so. I'm a little bit behind. I'm just spending some time working on some stuff. But if you're so interested, if you're playing this game, Master League will be kind of important. It's probably going to be a great, or one of our bigger sources of getting actual extra resources in this game. As such, you're going to want to put some effort into it. You're going to want to play it. You're going to want to rank up, get those extra bonuses and everything. You know, you look here and going up, you can potentially get some of those diamonds, which are important for pulling new units on all the banners that will be seen in the future. And you can read about it, like the rules and everything, mobility and reaction being rather important, or the protagonist and rival thing, which was something I was going to show on the other screen here, where you look here at the big O, you know, the G Gundam net is super important if you're interested in finding the unit list of rivals or the unit list of protagonists, these units that will be getting boosts. It's going to be kind of nice and important to start thinking, especially, you know, by now, about which units you're going to want to bring in. There are a lot of people will be bringing in the G-Quux, as it is a good free-to-play unit and all that. I'll cover that in the near future. But for now, I want to talk about my top 5 predictions for this new mode. And tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments below. Let's get started with number 1. Defenders are going to spike on tier lists everywhere. People will be really reevaluating it. You go right now to a lot of different websites that have these tier lists, and you know the defender units are pretty darn low. Everyone knows what the value of a defender is. It can take a hit for one of your bigger units, so like a team that just has all offensive units could just get chance stepped and destroyed pretty easily by a well-built team that has, you know, maybe a couple defenders. But like I wanted to say that, like, I think that defenders right now are just valued so low, and they're going to be looked at in a much better light. As a matter of fact, like, my biggest hope is that the Justice Gundam becomes the biggest. Wow, that unit is so good to have now. And that's not because I got a couple of copies on accounts and want the value to show up for that. All right, prediction number 2. And this one is a pretty big softball, but I think it's important to say, which is that whales are absolutely going to rule this, and free-to-players will not be able to compete. It's pretty much given with these kind of games, but I think it needs to be said because people's expectations of these kind of modes sometimes, where it's like strategy will get me through. Strategy in these type of games will only get you so far. And if you're going up against like whale opponents that spent a fortune on it, and you can tell because the sales ranking for this game is quite high, you're not going to stand probably much of a chance. Great teams will be really hard to beat. Whales will have a league of their own. I do kind of, to this point, wish that they would actually kind of separate a little bit with these kind of modes. Whales into their own brackets. Like, if you have spent over, let's say, just for easy value, $1,000 US, you go into a league. 1,000 or more, you're in your own league with other people who have also spent the same. If you've spent like $100 to like $1,000, you're in another league. And if you spent less than $100, like you're in like a very low tier kind of thing. I think that that's really important because even if you have to populate it with bots or whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think that having a good player experience where players can rank up, and maybe the rewards aren't the same given the tier list, because you do have to treat, whales are paying the bills. You do have to treat them very well. But I do think that, like, if it's just a giant mash, it's always going to be people kept out of it. And it'll be, maybe it's a little preemptive, but I do think that it's going to be pretty stark, the difference, especially for Season 0. All right. Next, my prediction number 3. It won't satisfy PvP people. For the people out there who really actually like PvP and everything like that, I don't think this mode is going to really satisfy you because it's auto, it's the AI doing it, and it's, people who don't like to be, like to actually be in control. This isn't going to be the mode for you. I think that those voices are probably going to ring a little bit loud. Of course, the game's still new, and it could just be generally fine into the future, but I think that, this won't scratch that PvP itch, because this is just kind of a holdover until we get something better later on. But yeah. Number 4, the rewards are gonna be soft. With any kind of thing like this, especially like a Season 0, I don't think the rewards are going to be that good. I think the rewards are going to be less than people want them to be, and will probably come off as being disappointed to a lot of players. And given that a lot of players, in the first little bit of a gacha, people are deciding if they still want to spend time and everything on it, it's kind of crucial that your rewards feel pretty good. And talking to some people that I've been playing the game with, the diamond, once the diamond mine is dry in this game, it gets pretty dry, and I can see why people would be unhappy. But if you only have this like a one time a month thing, and you can only get like not maybe even enough for one pull, after you've ranked up or leagued up a couple once, and it's a one time only thing, I think the rewards are going to be too soft. And I think that probably with feedback, maybe they will up the rewards. But I think they're going to start really low. And I think that most people will probably be a little too disappointed with it. And I kind of hope that isn't the case. And I kind of hope the rewards get better so that people stick around. And the devs really take a look at that, because there needs to be a better free-to-play diamond farm in this game than what there currently is, because right now it's really not enough. All right, and number 5, my final big prediction for this mode will be this, that I think that overall people will probably generally not be super happy with the experience. Anytime that you're adding a major new feature like this, or a major new mode, there is the chance for technical issues, technical problems, and there is compensation for that. But I think that right now, it's pretty easy to get through a lot of the content, especially if you only have one account. If you have 2 accounts, then it's a little bit difficult. But I think that looking at this Master League, especially Season 0, I think that there will probably be problems. It will probably be frustrating. And any issues that are happen will probably get smoothed out in future seasons, especially, again, because they are taking back from people and they will be improving it. But it does kind of need to... I do think it will have a bigger effect on people right now as to how much they will be measuring their enjoyment of the game. Just because right now, there just isn't that much to do in this game, which can be not a negative, but some people who really want to dig into this game and really want more content, like more story content, more series and everything like that, more units, more upgrade paths and upgrade options. The bulk upgrade things have not happened yet. They weren't supposed to, but they still haven't happened yet. So I feel like the level of enjoyability, which will be really important for players sticking around and really hanging out with this, definitely kind of needs to be better than it probably will. and it'll be interesting to see how players stick around. So there are my 5 predictions in about 10 minutes. I guess I should do some strategy stuff, but we'll do that in a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.